Hey Josh, what would mean more to you, winning the $1 million or winning the belt?
I think they work hand in hand, buddy. I think the belt and the $1 million would be very nice, and that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna win both of them.
Okay. And is there any worry that your opponent could miss weight, especially since he had a bad weight in his last fight?
Um, I would like to think that we all learned from our lessons. I would like to think that maybe he had some personal issues or something. So yeah, I think he learned from the past, and I think he wants to win that million and a gold belt too. And he's in position. He put himself in position to be here. So I would like to think that his weight's going to be on point. That's the version I have in my mind. I'm fighting the best Ty Flores.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
Thank you, brother.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Ramlakan, Five Reasons Sports. How you doing, my man?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Real quick, your shirt. Where was the inspiration for it?
This shirt right here,
Yes, sir.
man. This is Avatar, man. Earth, Wind, Fire. Um, I liked it when I was a kid. I just this is I like it.
Now, which bending would you say is most like your fight style in the cage?
Like the shirt, right? Was
Correct,
bending.
correct. Which air
Um,
bending, water bending, which one do you think's closest to your fight style?
Man, I think it's a little combination of everything. I bring a little fire, a little water, a little earth, a little air, but for sure the fire.
Got that Avatar kit coming, man. Appreciate you, my man, and good luck in your fight.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the shirt comment.
Jake.
Hey Josh, great to talk to you. Your fight week energy here is buzzing, not like every other fighter we talk to who's weight cutting and not looking forward to getting into a cage. So where does that come from, man?
I think it's just I've been in this simulation many times before the PFL with other fighters and understanding um this MMA world, right? I like to say I keep it simple, but it is a complex thing. I like to think of addition, subtraction, and I don't want to multiply and divide. That's when it becomes a little bit more complicated. So I'm just here adding and subtracting and keeping it simple, keeping the energy up. I fight Friday. There's no reason to be all weird right now. That's not who I am. I've never been like that. This is my dream, man. So I love it. I'm enjoying everything.
8 first-round finishes in your career. Are you looking to slow that pace now that the points don't matter, or are you going to bring that fire bending out?
Um, I'm not slowing anything down. I let my opponent let me know when they don't want to be in there no more. And I go from there, but I'm always looking for a finish. That's my fighting style. I don't force it. That's just how I am. And August 4th, we'll see exactly what happens.
And then last one for me. I'm not sure if you saw, but today the World MMA Awards or the nominees were released, and ATT was a nomination for the best gym of the year. So how does it feel to train at such a prestigious gym?
American Top Team is the best gym, man. Hands down. The most takeaway that I get from it is that there's no such thing as false sense of confidence there. There's no one telling you anything that you shouldn't hear. So we have the best guys, the best coaches, and there's a reason why we every year that we're on that nominee, and that it is what it is, man. We put in the work. There's a reason why we have the best fighters, and they come to our gym because it actually changes their lives, in this particular situation for MMA. And I've seen it change other guys' lives outside of the MMA world. We're a big family. We keep everything close. We're tight. And that's just with years and years of experience being around.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Patrick.
Hey Josh, this is Penn Corey from Combat Sports UK. How you doing today?
How you doing?
Doing very well, man. Something that I've noticed doing these media days for every one of your fights this season is your confidence and your swagger on fight week. Talk to me about where you get that confidence from, especially now going into the playoffs where a lot of fighters will maybe start to feel the pressure, maybe wilt a little bit.
I feel the pressure just like they do. It's running through my head, just like they're thinking about it. But it's inevitable, man. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get locked in a cage, and you're gonna fight another man, and he's gonna try to take what you want, and you have to take what he wants. And as crazy as that sounds, that's what we signed up for. So I think when I sign these contracts, I understand what I'm doing when I sign them. And sometimes people don't realize what they sign till they get to fight week. And that's just not me. This is my life. Sometimes I think if this wasn't my life, I don't know what the hell I'd be doing. So I'm happy that I'm here. I'm happy that this is my moment. And man, let's get after it. It's fight week, right? It's just, this is the chapter of the most important chapter of my life.
And after Pantoja's big win over Brandon Moreno, we saw him get a key to the gym. I'm wondering, do you think if you win here, you win the belt and you win the $1 million, ATT might give you a key to the gym?
For sure. They better put my belt in some sort of in that little glass box, and I better get a photo up there or something. I do have a key to the gym though, but just to add more dramatic to your question. But yeah, no, I would hope that I make a big impact on the gym. And you know, I've been with ATT since the start, so this is a very honorable thing for me to be fighting with them on my back, them on my shorts. They're my team. ATT is my family, man. ATT for life, always for life, always for life.
And last one from me, you know, if you win this fight, you're in the finale, and across from you in the bracket is a big fight between Martin Hamlet and Impa Kasanganai. Who would you prefer to fight in the final? It would be a rematch with Hamlet or a new person in front of you?
To be honest, and I'm not saying this in a mean way or anything, I really don't care who I fight. You know, I know Martin wants to get his rematch with me. I know Impa's a new guy, and he could change his life. At the end of the day, we're ready to fight Hamlet again or Impa. Does not matter. I think they have to figure that out. And they got to see which is the better guy that night.
Love it, man. Good luck.
Thank you, bro.
Marty.
Hey Josh, this is Madi from WizDoes Media Coverage.
What's
This
up,
is your
man?
second time at the PFL Playoffs. I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for asking.
This is your second time in the PFL Playoffs. What improvements would you say you've made to your game over the past year?
Just little adjustments, man. Just realizing the position I'm in, realizing that I'm not going to do this forever. I'm 30 years old. You know, I like to stretch to about 42, you know, but only God knows exactly when the route ends for this. I just know I'm not going to do it forever. And I think that was a big part of my mentality and maturing and understanding that I'm not doing this forever. And I want to, you know, I want to have a family. I want to do great things with my life. I want to help my family, help my mom, help my dad. A lot of my family is from Brazil. You know, I want to make them feel proud about, you know, Josh Silveira and who he was as a man, as a fighter. And I think this is the beginning chapters of that process that I want to go through, you know. And that loss might have been the biggest benefit of my life. And, you know, it's crazy how life works like that. But yeah, man, it definitely made me think of things differently. Obviously I didn't go crazy and shave my head and start listening to rock music or something like that. Something dramatic, you know. I just knew I just had to make a little bit of adjustments to realize, man, you're in position to not just be a world champion, but win $1 million, you know. And I'm a happy person already. Just $1 million would be make me a little bit more happier. So yeah, man, just this is the opportunity that I'm in, you know. This is a lifetime opportunity.
Absolutely. And you touched a little bit about helping out your parents and the $1 million. Speaking of the $1 million, what would be the first thing you'd buy with the $1 million if and when you win that tournament?
I think the first thing I'm gonna buy is a piece of property or help my mother pay off her condo she has. But it's gonna be something towards a home, something towards a property, something where we could be comfortable as a family, for myself too. I have great parents and I have great friends and family where I've always been bouncing around everywhere. Everyone's that's been around me, they believe in me. It's just giving back to them, man. It's hard to deal with a fighter, you know. We're fighters. We're hard to deal with. You know, we get selfish at times. So I think it's important just to give back and have them appreciate my success too.
And last but not least, we talked about this last media event, but not a Mystic Mac prediction, but can we get a Mystic Kania prediction for this matchup?
A Mystic what? Kania?
The
What was it?
the Mystic Konia
Oh,
prediction. Your
Konia.
nickname.
Oh,
Yeah,
the predict Konia. You got to throw the accent in there, man. Konia.
I
Um,
got you.
Konia, man. Konia's gonna look for the finish, but we're just gonna do what we always do, man. Obviously my fights end fast, but I'm always ready for that 15-minute war. I'm ready to go swim to the deep end or ready to walk through the fire, however you want to see it. And let's see who could withstand the pressure, withstand the heat, who could stay down there in the water, you know. And I think the finish is coming, man. I think Ty has a hard time dealing with technical people. I think when it comes to a brawl or something like that, that's where he shines because he's tough. But we're not going to do that. You know, my IQ is on point. I feel great. And I think we're going to get a finish here, man. If not late in the first, probably early in the second. I just got to see where he's at.
Thank you so much, Josh, and good luck.
Thank you.
Dylan.
Hey, Josh, Dylan Napoleon with New England MMA. Speaking of ATT, how is the camp and who have you been working with to give you similar looks as Ty's?
So for PFL specifically season, we try to keep the camp simple. Obviously, the goal is to fight healthy, the best shape that we can be in without being hurt. Obviously my father, Conan Silveira, he runs my camp. There's things that sometimes I don't feel like doing or things that I don't think I should do, but he knows, he's been here before. So I let my dad take over 150%. Now breaking down like to the partners and stuff, there is this regional guy. He's had like 2 or 3 pro fights. His name's Lucas Cortez. Big shout out to him. Lucas has been helping me day in and day out. He's basically been part of my camp for a long time now, and he's a great kid. Watch out for him in the uprising scene in the regional market. But yeah, it's been me, Lucas Cortez. I've been working with Austin Vanford a little bit, Dalton Rasta, and a couple of other heavier guys. But we just kept it simple, man. It's just about getting here on fight night, healthy, fight week, staying healthy, keeping my mind cleared, keeping my body feel good, and limiting the injuries. Because you always come here with a couple bings and cuts and whatever, you know. So just staying healthy, man.
All right. Oh, go ahead, Dylan. Did you have a follow-up?
No, that's it.
Okay, thanks, Dylan. Jay Christian, last question, please.
Konita, how are you, sir?
How you doing? How you doing? I like that.
I'm doing all right. I mean, I'm sure Andy Shepard should announce you as such, right? But still, though, Jay Christian Gary at Focus Fights Audio, just got a couple questions for you, and then we'll move on. First of all, when it comes down to your fight against Ty Flores, let's just think about this. You've been going on a tear since joining the PFL, while Flores, he's just basically been getting by. Do you see this fight as an easy fight, or do you see this fight as something of a true test, considering that we're now in the second season?
Man, this is not an easy fight. This is a test against myself. It's always me versus myself in there. I respect Flores. I'm not going to take him lightly. He's been slipping through the cracks here and there. Crazy season. But I don't take, you know, that's the past. You know, August 4th, a new fight day. I'm looking for the best version of Flores. I don't see this as an easy fight. I've been, you know, pulling myself down to the middle ground to be humble. And that's how I am. I'm gonna treat him like I treat everyone else. I'm gonna treat him accordingly. This is the fight game, man. For me to think this is an easy fight, for me to think, he doesn't make weight, he's lazy or whatever. This is what's people been telling me, of course I listen, but I'm not treating it like that. I take Flores just as serious as anyone else. I've been here before. I've lost here before. I don't want to lose again. So you're going to see the best version of myself. And if Flores comes the best version of himself, so be it. I'm ready for this. And if he doesn't, that sucks for him, man. That sucks for him.
I see. Second question I want to ask is, considering we all remember your father, Marcos Conan de Silveira, as the guy who lost to Sakuraba twice 26 years ago, do you feel, and I hate to basically push ahead, do you feel that if you win this tournament, it would be something like finishing the story?
That
from the beginning.
To be honest, my dad beat Sakuraba and they had to make him fight again. If you really want to start from the beginning, UFC Japan 1, sketchy things happen. No, I think that's the story from the past. I think MMA was still trying to figure out what they're doing with the growth of the sport. This is a new story, man. This is a story where years of experience is on my back. And of course, this means a lot to my family, a lot to my father, but this is a whole new chapter for us. You know what I mean? Whatever happened in the past, it is what it is. My father did what he can for us. And as a fighter back then, it was a new sport. It was new to the world. So at the end of the day, this is a whole new chapter for us. And 150%, this would mean everything for us. And we're not done yet here. This is not the end of the story. This is just a beautiful chapter being written.
Right, of course. I mean, how could I forget? You and your father are very different people. I mean, especially considering the fact that your father helped build this sport. You're trying to inherit from it.
Yeah, he's a pioneer, and every day I wake up, it's hard not to think, since I was a kid, my dad's a badass dude, and my dad's different than all these other dads that I've met. And it will always be like that. Even after I win the belt, after I win the million, after I'm done, we're both going to be old guys, barely walking, and he's still going to be a badass old dude. You know what I mean? He's over there. I had to give me the laser eyes, but he's always been my hero. He's always been my inspiration. I've always looked up to him, and regardless of his past and those weird fights that's happened, doesn't matter. Our lives are so correlated together that it's amazing, man. I like, sometimes I think, man, I do have a special life, but now I have a special dad incorporated in my life that understands this. My mother, she enjoys this too, but she doesn't understand it like my father, and for to have a father understand it the way that I understand it, knows me inside and out, knows how I think. He knows my deepest, darkest fears. So this is really, really good thing, man. To have a guy like him by my side.
Exactly. And last question, and I promise it'll be over, but when it comes down to you rocking the Avatar shirt, you saying that you grew up watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mean, when it comes down to that particular show, how much of it would you say helped mold your run into mixed martial arts that we're currently seeing?
I think it's a pretty interesting show. Obviously, there's martial arts inside of it, and it was a great kids show. And shout out to Jaco Silveira, my brother. This was when we had to divide TV time. back in the day, and that was really his show, you know, and it wasn't fair all the time, but it was fair. We had to divide the TV time. So instead of you know, wandering off, I would sit down and watch that show, and I actually got involved with it. And Jacob would always explain to me exactly what's going on. And now that I, you know, fast forward to 30 years or, you know, 20 years later, you know, it correlates very well, you know, the martial arts, the calmness that the Avatar had, you know, understanding the different techniques, the missions that he had to do, you know, it's amazing, man. What you could do as a little kid, or what you see on TV, and it sticks with you forever. You know, I'm a big Dragon Ball Z guy too. I have tons of Dragon Ball Z shirts. I'm a big Goku fan. It sounds funny, but I think as we get older, we kind of see the real messages in those little kid shows.